remember vividly how we talked so much about sex in our various chats and phone calls, and to remember that I made you so many assurances.
Okay. Oh my days. It's just crazy because, you know, when the show aired and Rayne was doing her madness on social media, talking about how pretty much he didn't tell her anything beforehand, and then he came out on social media, or his sister came out on social media to say that, hey, she knew this whole time, blah da da. But every episode that has come out since, this man is literally telling us that yes, he never told her, and yes, those screenshots that she dropped, exposing the fact that he was pretty much having like intimacy talks with her via texts, as well as love bombing her. He's giving us the proof that she wasn't lying. That he was doing that. He was running game on her. I told you, my man was moving like a freaking pimp. But just so you know, since then, I know on his sister's page, all the posts and rants that she made to try and defend her brother, she has taken them down ever since. Because, well, I believe it's after I said that she's making it worse rather than making it better. And I think that's when she decided just to be like, you know what, let me just shh. Because clearly the episodes are not helping their case.
Are you ashamed of even flirting with me and loving me in that way? Are you ashamed?
You know, that was who I was at that time. But we are all human beings, and we are going to change.
You know what, though? If he had made a post saying that, yes, I did speak to Rayne, and yes, when I did speak to her, I was having pretty much intimate conversations with her, and I was talking about things that involved us being together physically, but somewhere down the line, he changed his mind because he had maybe an awakening or whatever. That would have been cool, you know what I mean? Because it would have been the truth, and he would have backed up what we're seeing. But either way, though, it doesn't change the fact that this woman flew all the way to Nigeria thinking that she was going to get some affection from her boo-boo. But to find out that she, one, wasn't getting no intimacy out of him, but two, not spending, not sleeping in the same bedroom as him, let alone the same bed as him. And then three, in this conversation here, he hasn't even given her any type of physical reassurance anyway with just physical touch. Yeah, honestly, as crazy as this woman is, one thing that we can say right now is that she hasn't been lying about things that went down with her and him. Because like I said before, everything that they say in the show, these things, you're not made to say them. You say them because you want to. Don't backtrack now.
You know the whole thing about being blind. Like, do you believe that you became blind spiritually? Like, the whole thing is spiritually connected? Because if you could see, I wouldn't be here. After he told me he was blind, I felt kind of relieved, like, oh my God, I don't have to be so self-conscious anymore.
She really needs to work on her self-esteem. If he wasn't blind, I wouldn't be here. She could have meant it so many ways, and she probably did mean it so many ways, but the main way that she meant it was that if you could see me, you probably wouldn't want to be with me because I don't look that great. I don't know who killed her self-esteem. I don't know where her self-confidence ran away to, but she needs to work on that ASAP. Because it is not healthy to be talking about yourself in this way or to be referring in this conversation in this way whatsoever. This is nothing but negative. She needs to find a way to be positive. Nobody in their right mind should ever realistically talk about themselves in a negative way. Should we be realistic of ourselves? Yes. Should we talk to ourselves in a way as if we are putting ourselves down? No. When we do that, we stay in that same position until whenever. But if we can talk about ourselves in positive ways, whilst also being realistic about certain things, we have a better chance of moving forward and achieving greater things within ourselves. Whether that be a career goal, a physique goal, a mental goal, you name it, boom, bam, you need to put that in positivity into you. She needs serious work on this area, amongst other areas too. But let's continue with the next madness that she has to say.
It allowed me to feel closer to him than anybody I had ever been with. His eyesight on 2 different incidents. I definitely don't think that's no coincidence. I think something spiritual happened to him that made him lose his sight so that we could come together. It just was brought here by God himself as a miracle.
What is wrong with this woman? It's crazy because everything that she's saying, in my opinion, she's saying it based on her own self-esteem. She's not saying it because she genuinely believes that spiritually he was mentally blind, so therefore they could be together. That is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. But to say those things to someone is outrageous. If it was me personally and I was in this situation, I'd have been like, listen, you know what? I know you traveled all this way, but I'm good. I'm good. This level of nah, she's moving absolutely bonkers.
Because your blindness is just not a normal occurrence. I mean, we've all been smacked in the face countless times. And
Rayne's interest in my condition is one of the things that makes me love her the most. Bizarre and weird things like my blindness is for a purpose, which is outlandish and kind of insulting.
Outlandish? That's definitely a word. Kind of insulting? No. It is insulting. I don't know what made her believe that she had the nerve to say that. And she actually thought that the way she was saying it was going to be in a way that made sense, in a way that wasn't necessarily going to be offensive, insulting. She's mad. She is mad. But here's the thing though. Now I question Rayne in terms of why she's even with him. Because it seems to me as if this whole spiritual connection that she keeps talking about, it sounds very contradictory to me, because she keeps referring to the fact that him being blind is why they are spiritually connected. No. Him being blind is why you believe he's with you. She does not believe in any kind of format that he is with her because he spiritually actually wants to be with her. She thinks that he's only with her because she can't see how hideous that she thinks she looks. And this is why the fact that he changed his mind out of nowhere about the fact that he did not want to be physical anymore, this is something that has definitely hurt her hopes. Not ego, her hopes. She had hopes. She was like, yes, I finally found someone that, hey, they can never turn me down physically because they can't see me. They can only turn me down maybe based on the things that I say, which by all means necessary, she is saying things that are definitely worth turning down, right? You know what I mean? Turning her down. So the grand scheme of it is that she needs to go away, work on her self-esteem, work on whatever issue that she's got going on, because what she's got going on is not healthy. And no man should want to be around somebody like that. Maybe they want to stick around to help her get through this, but to be honest with you, she's so far gone and so strong by the things that she says, it will be one hell of an uphill battle to try and overcome this place that she's in of lack of security within herself. Like it's actually not disgusting. It's actually uncomfortable to even witness and watch. To be honest with you, it's very sad. As crazy as she is, I do feel sorry for her for the fact that her value to herself is like this. I just hope that she finds her value in a better way at some point in her life, because this is not it. This is not it. You cannot tell him that he is blind for spiritual purposes so you two could be together. That is absolutely crazy. But yeah, we know she's crazy.
Gives me a great deal of worry on how such a person could, guide me through the future and through life.
I don't blame you, brother. I would be worried too about how the hell she can guide you through life. And to be fair, the thing that she says, they don't really sound very trustworthy. I wouldn't trust to be around her moving forward. I wouldn't trust to move to the States and let her guide me in life. Hell no. Because really and truly, her having this thing about herself, it also means that she's potentially going to be overly protective. And therefore, she's probably not going to let him breathe. Now, she needs to work on this situation that she's got going on, because this situation that she's got going on is not healthy to the slightest. To the slightest. But hey, let me know your own thoughts. We can talk about it. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.